It's wonderful to be here. A mage can really focus here in Morrowind. Not like those stuffy guild halls in Cyrodiil.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now.
Are you back for more duties,
How do you
wizard?
do? Maybe talk.
Or are you seeking advancement? Do you recall the strange artifact you acquired from Kurhu for me, wizard? Well, I believe we've figured out a way to make it useful. I need you to get me a Weirgate focus lens. Try to perform this task exactly as I instruct you. The crystals in the strange helmet are unlike anything else I've seen, though they do seem to share some interesting properties with the rare crystal you brought me. I suspect that the latter will tell us much about the former. Its potential for hyperbolic tessellation is very exciting. But, by itself, it is not quite enough for our purposes. Weirgates are among the Empire's most prized secrets. Few know how they work, even in the guild. A certain high-ranking Batlemage confided to me, however, that the gates are tuned using the very same arcane crystal technology I have been studying. The Batlemage at Ebon Tower will have a focus lens. Bring it to me, and I'll use it to fix that strange artifact. These might help you get inside. If you do get caught, of course, the guild must disavow your actions. Have you recovered the lens from Ebon Tower?
I am never too busy.
I'm J.A. Hadra the Suthay, guild guide.
You seem like
you
very
bring good
good
fortune with you. Welcome.
You seem like... Emperor, King, and Justice.
Greetings and salutations. My husband Ordo and I are nobility from Kolovia. We've been exploring business opportunities here in Old Ebonheart.
Serpent Ordo, a nobleman from Kolovia, at your service. Please, no need to curtsy, madam. You may approach. I do not believe we have been introduced. I am Lord Karos Coxius, Castellan of the Tower. What is it that you want with me? I am Karos Coxius, Burgrave of Old Ebonheart and Castellan of the Ebon Tower. As the king's vassal, I both rule over the city and manage his majesty's household here in the palace. It is a noble title, equivalent to a count. Instead of a county, a burgrave rules over a city, or a castle, or, in my case, both. Some of my imperial peers here in Morrowind choose to call themselves governors, but I am of noble birth and would never degrade myself with a common title like that. The Ebon Tower Castle consists of 3 main buildings. Those are the Palace, the Curia, and the Legion headquarters. There are also a number of office buildings, province missions, and of course the 8 towers named after each of the 8 divines. The Grand Bell Tower, the Talos Tower, is arguably the most impressive piece of imperial architecture in Morrowind and rises above the palace.
I see I stand in good company. What can
Hello, Ada. I'm Satrius, apprentice of Tamriel, the court wizard. At least, I think I still am. He's been missing for quite some time now. If you know anything of his whereabouts, talk to his lordship Karos Coxius. Is there something I can do for you? I'm his apprentice. Or at least I think I still am. In the weeks leading up his disappearance, he wouldn't come out of his chambers. Apparently he was working on some kind of experiment. Eventually, he just disappeared one day without a trace. Lord Karos Coxius wants anyone with information regarding his whereabouts to report to him right away.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, hello there, Dark Elf. I'm Calcemelo, apprentice of the court wizard Tamriel. However, I'm beginning to doubt that that's the case anymore. He hasn't been seen for a while now. If you know anything regarding his whereabouts, talk to Karos Coxius. Now, was there something you wanted from me?
All right, I'm intrigued. Go ahead.
On pure...
Emperor, King,
This book
and
appears to
Justice.
contain extensive studies concerning the magic of flight. Statements are inscribed next to a number of attempted techniques, indicating their levels of success. Court wizard Tamriel has signed his name inside the cover. Fae Focus. Mysticism, Guide to Imperial Heraldry, Helseth version of this. Waters of Oblivion. Again. This final reading. Daedra Worship. A brief biography. To apply for Changed Ones. To Periite. The Master of Ranks and Lord of Charges, the Prince Malag Bal or Malga or the Prince Nocturnal or Noctis or Noct, Horvus and Verax, or Horan and Varin, or the Prince Viernima. Workgate Memorandum.
Oh, greetings. How do you do? Maybe talk?
Do you have the Workgate focus lens? You have the lens? Excellent. Now let's see here. Ah, just as I expected. The same principles of axiomatic inversion that allow the lens to tune the Workgate are interacting with the crystals in the helm. There the crystals are now perfectly calibrated.
Where's that slave?
The polyhedroscope is ready. What? Do you expect me to give it to you after your act of insubordination? Truly a fascinating piece of magical artifice.
Just ask, Ada. You have my
I feel I can truly share with you, without fear.
How wonderful!
I can tell you're new in town, Outlander. You have that lost look about you. I don't blame you. Andothren is a pretty big place. My name is Adric Jerenise. I can tell you the latest rumors, get you up to speed, you know.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Research has begun in earnest, thanks to you. I'm glad to be back in the old guild hall. Hyperbolic tessellation is the phenomenon. The Adric ice crystal that you recovered shares some remarkable similarities with the crystals on that mysterious helm. I have no doubt any longer that the strange artifact is Adric in origin. I have advised Ethalvora to dispose of it.
I am never too busy.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please, go ahead.
Looking for Ethalvora, wizard? Never mind that right now, I have duties for you. I came to Andothren to get away from the stuffy attitudes of Western academics. I'm wondering if I made the right decision, if the kind of reckless disregard displayed by Ethalvora is what passes for normal on the frontiers. I need you to return the Weirgate focus lens. Ethalvora went too far when she ordered you to steal it from Ebon Tower. And you're on thin ice, for following those orders. She's been recalled to Almalexia, to be expelled, I assume. If you don't want the same fate for yourself, then you have one option, return the Weirgate focus lens. You must return the lens as soon as possible. Weirgates are stable only because they are regularly calibrated with a focus lens like the one you stole. She's the dark elven goddess, isn't she? There's a shrine devoted to her here in Andothren.
I'm J.A. Hadra the Suthic, Guild Guide. I provide instant...
You seem like
you
very
bring good
good
fortune with you. Welcome.
Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen. Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen. Emperor, King, and Justice.
receptaculum, and since you're the one with the focus lens, you just volunteered. It's at the top of the tower. Be careful on the way up, the gate's unwinding, and it won't hesitate to tear you apart.
Run away!
Hurry up, warrior of spell. You need to insert the word gate focus lens into the receptaculum. The gate's stabilized, and the Daedra's dead. Good work, warrior of spell. Let me teach you a spell I learned in the core. We call it Sylvain's Binding, very useful to tangle up foes when you get into close combat. We're keeping a close eye on it. What are you? A savage barbarian? The Mages Guild is a civilized society of scholars, not a dark coven of necromancers and outlaws. We are very disappointed in you. Either you clear your name of these crimes, or pay your debt to society, or we will have to deny you shelter or services.
How wonderful!
You violated the law, Ada. I accept this gold in payment of the fines and compensation ordered by the court. And now you are free to go.
Three blessings, Sarah.
How wonderful! Welcome, Outlander.
Just ask, Ada. You have my complete attention. It's wonderful to be here. A mage can really focus here in Morrowind. Not like those stuffy guild halls in Cyrodiil. You did the right thing, wizard. Talk to me if you want advancement in the guild. And take the polyhedra scope. You are partially responsible for its activation, after all. Word gates are like tunnels, across vast distances. A network of word gates is like a network of tunnels under a vast mountain. Tunnels that seek each other out. The focus lens directs them, keeps them from searching. The enormous bursts of energy you experienced in Ebon Tower, that is like the tunnel collapsing. Congratulations. You are now Ada the Master Wizard. You meet our requirements, Ada, but you have not yet completed the duties expected of an Archmage.
I must say, I find
Research
you
has
most
begun in
interesting
earnest,
right now.
thanks to you.
Please, go ahead.
I'm glad to be back in the old guild hall. The Daedric ice crystal that you recovered. Hyperbolic tessellation is the phenomenon that enables the...
I am never too busy for a good talk.
I feel I can truly share with you, without fear.
I am never too busy for a good talk.
I shouldn't have pushed so hard.
Mage's Guild, Axiomatic Inversion. Ethalvora claims to have found a way to activate the strange artifact I brought her from Kurhu. To do so, she needs a Weirgate focus lens. The only one in Morrowind is kept in Ebon Tower, in the custody of the Imperial Batlemage Corps. The Guildmaster warned me that the Mage's Guild will not intervene if I am caught stealing the lens. Using the Weirgate focus lens, Ethalvora was able to turn the strange artifact helm into a useful item called a polyhedroscope, with multiple useful enchantments. Ethalvora asked me to return the Weirgate focus lens to Ebon Tower, as she doesn't want to be found in possession of it by the Imperial Batlemages. It seems that without their focus lens, the Batlemages of Ebon Tower have been unable to control their Weirgate, and it is emitting an unstable energy. Additionally, things from other Weirgates have come through the uncontrolled portal, wreaking havoc in the tower. An Imperial Batlemage told me that, in order to stabilize the Weirgate, I need to insert the focus lens into something called the receptaculum, at the top of Talos Tower. I have returned the focus lens to the receptaculum, and stabilized the Weirgate. I have stabilized the Weirgate and slain the Dark Seducer who was wreaking havoc in Talos Tower. I was rewarded with a spell unique to the Imperial Batlemage Corps, called Sylmane's Binding. I managed to stabilize the Weirgate in Ebon Tower, but the area remains off-limits to civilians. If I return, I will likely be arrested. Adric Jerenise rewarded me for returning the Weirgate focus lens with the polyhedroscope that Ethalvora reactivated.